Good morning, buenos dias. How are you? My name is Yubi. I'm your astro-friendly Latina therapist, and this is Tarot My Becoming, where I entertain tarot with you. These are general readings, and so I'm trusting that you are discerning with the information that I or anybody else has to share for that matter. And if the story doesn't fit, don't make it fit. It's possible you could be leaning into one of your other placements, so check out your Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node, and or all of the other zodiac signs, because you do have them all in your birth chart. They're just in a different part of your life, being activated in different ways by different beings at different times. So happy Mother's Day for those of you who celebrate Mother's Day. For anybody who's a nurturer, you don't have to identify as female or a mother, but anybody who provides nurturing and support to a loved one. If you've helped raise a loved one, I'm an auntie. I don't have children, but it's hard work sometimes. Like raising children is no joke, and I've helped raise quite a few kids, and yeah, I applaud you to all you individuals who help raise children. Yeah, it's great work. It's amazing work. However you identify. Fur babies, if you have fur babies, pets are no joke. They need a lot of care and support. Yeah, so celebration, my congrats to all of you for all the hard work you're putting into growing and raising people and animals and just helping and supporting other people, right? I know I've been told before by some of my clients that I've helped them heal mom wounds, and that always makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing my job. And yeah. All right. So this is Café con Tarot, right? It's Sunday. So I am trying to do a little, where have you been? Where are you now? And where are you going? And what do you need to focus on to get to that next thing for all of the zodiac signs? I hope you have your coffee and your tea. I have my coffee here with some strawberries because that's my latest thing. And we'll go ahead and get started. It's still Taurus season, so we will start with Taurus. I'll get, and then I'll do a general reading at the end for everybody. So make sure you stay tuned for that to see if that story resonates with you. So here we go. I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope my hair isn't muffling the sound so much. I'll lower it there a little bit. But okay, let's see. It's Taurus. What's going on with you, my friend? Taurus. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node or South Node. It could also be a cross watcher, you know, with Taurus. Sometimes that happens where you listen to somebody else's sign to see what's going on in their life. All right, Taurus. Oh, there it is. The garden and the gate. Oh, I've seen that one. Are you thinking about headed somewhere? Stepping out into the unknown, maybe, Taurus? Needing to move beyond the gate. Definitely needing to move beyond the gate. You're definitely curious what's out there. Needing to leave home, maybe, or step out from where you have been to see where you're going. Let's see. Yes, I'm using this one. Still using this one. The garden and the gate. Transformation. There's so much openness out there. There's a lot going on where you are. A lot of things that you've nurtured where you have been. Let's see. Timeline, threads, destiny, connection, cycles. Your path was always weaving you home. And so there's almost this feeling of destiny, clearly, right? Fate. There's something that's calling you, that's pulling you towards this next chapter in your life. And there's going to be this awareness that home is more than where you've been. Home is beyond the people that you surround yourself. Look, it's like you're being called home, but in a different way. Another awareness, another level of home back to yourself. It's something about, yeah, it's just a home beyond where you are. Discovering that home is beyond where you are. It's not just where you are. You've gone through a lot of cycles too. A lot of cycles of learning, or a lot of cycles of being called. I think that's what it is. It's like all of these attempts to call you, and then you're finally hearing the call. You're finally hearing the call. It's pretty. Never seen that one. Timeline threads. Timeline threads. But it's always a choice to leave, to walk out of that garden, right? To walk away from where you are into that next thing. What is it that they say? You'll never lose an opportunity. You'll never lose what's for you. What's for you will always be there for you. It just may look different. It may present itself differently. I mean, I've even met people where their energy is so familiar, where it's like you meet people that just feel like someone from your past, and you're like, whoa, I never thought I would experience another version of this person. Like it's happened before. The last card, healing. You're being called to heal. You're being called to heal, and or become a healer in this next chapter. What are we going to use? We're going to use you. You're being called to heal, to embrace healing energy. I'm thinking so that you can become a healer. Yeah, so you have to kind of step out though. You have to step out from where you are to be able to come back to you. All right, Taurus, where have you been? Oh, 8 of Wands. Yeah, you're getting the message. There's a lot of information coming at you. It's almost like the floodgates kind of opened, and you're getting all this downloads. You're getting all of this information. A lot of emotions are coming up. A lot of awareness around your stability. Yeah, there's just a lot that's coming down. Where are you now, Taurus? Where are you now? 10 of Wands. Yeah, you are reaping what you've sown. I mentioned that there's a lot that you've developed, that you've grown around you, and now you're taking all of that in. And it's almost like you're content. Even like, look, she has all of these like flowers and things that she's bloomed already, but now it's like she's looking at what's the next thing. What's the next thing that's out there for me? And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like this person is planting seeds again for that next thing. So it's like you're reaping what you've sown, and now you're getting ready for that next thing. That next that next wave of abundance. That next wave of abundance. You're walking towards the 7 of Cups. A lot of options, a lot of opportunities. Oh, 9 of Cups. Oh, I thought it was, I mean, there could be a lot of options, a lot of opportunities. It's the 9 of Cups. So emotional fulfillment. So you're walking away from getting a lot of information, that is helping you ground. Like even though it's one energy, it's almost also earth. So there's definitely a lot of earth in reaping what you've sown, right? And that's actually, even though it's 9 of Cups, I also feel there's 7 of Cups coming, where you're going to have a lot more options. There's a lot of things that are going to open up for you, and there's going to be a lot of opportunity for growth. A lot of opportunity for growth. These are symbols for growth, but it's like the healing process is not only going to transform you, but it's also going to give you opportunities and emotional fulfillment. There's going to be a lot of emotional fulfillment for you. You could be walking towards someone. You could look, it's like she's looking at him, like she's waiting for him. She's waiting for him to like come towards her. So you could be walking towards someone. You could be walking towards someone who's already done some transformative work, someone who's been the master of the waters, because this is like a mermaid, right? Like they've mastered how to navigate the waters. They are waiting for you. Look at you, you're taking your sweet ass time. But you're headed towards there. You're headed towards there. Yeah. There's also that. So what are you needing to focus on, Taurus? What's going to help you get there? What should you focus on? It's emotional fulfillment you're walking towards. If it is a person or if it's just opportunities for love, it's going to be someone who's either transformed, who's done a lot of cycles of transformation, or who will help you transform. That's so cool. Oh, there it is. Knight of Cups. Being careful with how you... The Knight of Cups is that first I wanted to say level, but I was thinking layer. That first level of love, right? It's usually it's like romance and sweeping off your feet. But this Knight of Cups, one, is serious. So there's something serious, and it could be, again, just the earth energy that you embody. But there's something about being careful with your moves, being careful because they're playing chess. So there's something about being intentional with the moves that you make, being intentional, being serious, taking this serious. There's something about this connection that's going to be there's going to be love for sure, but there's something about staying grounded too. Staying grounded. Being intentional with your choices, with how you navigate this next chapter. Because you don't want things to topple over. You don't want things to topple over or have a false start or something like that. Let's get an oracle card for you, Taurus. Get an oracle card. The Sorcerer. The Sorcerer. 48. What does that one say? This is the source of dark power. The Sorcerer represents the destructive aspect of the human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. The invitation. When the Sorcerer enters your circle, you're being called to look at how your beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fear manifest in your world. Examine the destructive parts of your psyche that misuses power or harbors feelings of resentment, vengeance, lust, greed, bigotry, or hatred. Perhaps you've harmed someone because of these dark tendencies. If so, all is not lost. You have only forgotten that all beings are interconnected and the universe is abundant. The Sorcerer arrives to challenge you to change your thinking. You're given a second chance. Correct your course and practice not blaming others for the darkness that lives inside you. Make peace with it and choose another way. The medicine. Have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflict on others when you are out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself and the ones you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibilities for your words and deeds. When you meet the energy of the Sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it. It will set you free from the shadows and let you step into the light. So maybe that's the healing aspect, right? Because you're headed also towards healing. And so it could be that in order to step into this healing or to receive this abundance, Nine of Cups is abundance, it's emotional abundance. It could be in love, it could be options. It's about looking at yourself, right? Looking at yourself and being intentional with your choices, being mindful with your choices so that things don't collapse in front of you. And so doing the healing work, right? Doing the healing work. All right, Taurus, that's for you. That's for you. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Check out your other zodiac signs to see if those align for you. And we're moving on to Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Let's switch this out. Gemini, don't forget to check out your Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node. Stay tuned for the end. When you, oh, let's do that better. Should have done that. Let's do that. Give me 1 second. All right. I was just taking out the ones that I've already used. That way we're not repeating them. All right, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. You're next, my friends. You are next. Let's get these oracle cards for you. Oh, there it is, deceit. There might be deceit around you. Maybe you're being deceiving to yourself about where you are. Or there's people around you that are trying to be sneaky, holding back information. Are you holding back information from someone? Or is someone holding information back from you? Let's see. Oh, okay. Reclaiming stillness, authenticity, serenity, truth. Peace is not found. It is remembered. There's something again about truth, right? Finding peace in your truth. There could be a need to do some shadow work because the full moon is there. And it almost gives me hermit vibes, needing to retreat. But there's something about coming back to your authenticity, coming back to your own truth. Coming back to your own truth. What are you not saying, Gemini? Or what is someone not saying to you? Peace is not found. It is remembered. Oh, 2. Okay, 2. You have feminine energy. Yes, feminine energy. This is something new. This is a new chapter. You're trying to create something. Something's going to come for you in divine timing. That's including the soulmate. A soulmate is going to come to you in divine timing. And so it could be just about how you are. There's someone's not being honest with you. Someone's not being honest with you. There's something about just stay focused on what you're trying to create. Stay focused on your authenticity. Yeah. Stay focused on you. What do you want? Oh, what are you walking away from? Some type of ending. 10 of Swords. I mean, this could be where the deceit is. Feeling backstabbed by someone, or finally recognizing the truth about something that's going to end a cycle that's needing to end, a cycle that's been long overdue in ending. Where are you right now? Oh, 3 of Cups. Friendship. Right now you're focusing on friendship. You're focusing on who your tribe is. Who are the people that can support you, that are there for you? What are you headed towards? You're headed towards the Sun. Healing. Yes, healing energy if you're needing healing, or just joy. This is the happiest card in the deck. Look, it's like you've either become the Hermit, or you're needing to become the Hermit to do the healing work. And if you've done the healing work, then joy is next. Joy is next. Everything's going to be in divine timing. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest or create, you've experienced. Okay, so there's 2 timelines. There's been some either deceit around you, or there's something about yourself that you weren't being honest about. And you're needing to go into healing, or because of that, you went into healing mode. You went on your own, you did some shadow work, became the Hermit, and now you're able to create and manifest, and things will align in divine timing, including love. If you haven't done the healing work, this is your calling to do the healing work, to end whatever cycle you haven't ended. You're focusing on your tribe, you're focusing on friendship, and don't worry, like, things are going to light up for you. Things are going to shine. The truth is going to come out if it hasn't already, and if it already has, then it's the abundance that's going to pour out of you, or that the universe is going to gift to you. Oh wait, what do you need to focus on before I get the oracle card? What do you need to focus on, Gemini? What do you need to focus on? Yeah, just joy, just happiness. The Knight of Wands is like passionate energy. There's stability around her. So there's something about just focusing on your stability, focusing on what brings you passion, Stay in tuned. There's something freeing about this. Maybe you're wanting freedom, or if you're still working through ending that cycle, you could be seeking freedom. If you already completed that cycle, then just focus on the freedom that you have already achieved. Because that's part of your joy. Wand energy is your passionate projects, things that have come from your heart, and things will fall into place. There's nothing to worry about. You're focusing on your friendships. You're focusing on creating your whatever you're creating. But if you haven't done the healing work, this is your call to do the healing work. Here's the drum. The drum, the drum, the drum. Let's see what the drum says. The drum says, the rhythm of the drum. Look. She has a drum. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. The invitation. The drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go. Once you jump in, collect your power tools and summon your courage, because it's going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is essential in your life. The medicine. You travel to the beat of a different drum. It's time to acknowledge you do not fit a mold or a role or relationship that is not in tune with you. That could be this. That could be the deceit, where you think you're fitting in, but you're really not fitting in. Find your rhythm. Respond to the heartbeat of the distant drum. The price you pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now is the time to move on. Now is the time to move on. So think about the people that are around you, right? Who is in alignment with you? Who is supporting your dreams? Who is not supporting your dreams, or who is criticizing your dreams? And make different choices. It's okay to walk away from those who aren't supporting you, Gemini. All right, Gemini, hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help someone else. And don't forget to check out the general reading at the end for everybody to see if that story aligns with you. All right. Cancer. Cancer. You are next. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node. Let's see. Or if you are a cross watcher, let's see if there's something in here for you too. Oh, there we go. Happy family. Cancer. It's all about home. This is all home for you, right? What are you desiring? What's coming to mind for you about your family, about love, about the people that are nurturing you, about your sense of stability, because it's a 4 card. So it's about your stability too. What's bringing you joy? Or the focus is on family. The focus is on family, Cancer. The focus is on your family. Let's see. Roots. Remember, roots. It's also Cancer energy, 4th house energy. Ancestry, grounding, memory. The earth never forgot your name. So yeah, it's all about family right now. It's all about your roots. It's all about your ancestors. Cancer, you are the natural ruler of the 4th house. And so you're being asked to focus on home, or your ancestors, or whoever is a part of your life. There's something of integration. Again, the moon energy, the water energy, and then there's transformations. You're being called to transform. Let's do this one. You're being called to transform, Cancer. There could be some changes occurring in your home life or your emotional life. Something about your stability, because even the snake is in the roots. What are you walking away from? Like, where have you been? Oh, almost. There we go. Page of Pentacles. You've been learning something new. You've been learning something new about how to plant an idea that you've been thinking about. Look at the pentacles up there, and learning how to plant this, learning how to stay balanced with your finances, with your resources, and joy. Where are you now, Cancer? Page of Swords. Truth. a message coming in about your truth, or you aligning with your truth. A lot of page energy, page pentacles, page of swords. So learning about communication. It could be maybe learning about what you're wanting to manifest. What are you walking towards? You're walking towards the, good Lord, so much Cancer energy. Home. This is Cancer card. You're walking towards alignment with yourself. Clarity around who you are, all the parts of you. Clarity around what you're wanting to create and how to achieve that, how to go towards that. Wow, Page of Pentacles and Page of Swords. So you're learning about your roots, you're learning about your finances, you're learning about joy, you're learning about how to stay in alignment with your truth so that you can find clarity moving forward. What do you need to focus on, Cancer? Focus on, oh, okay, you're focusing on healing, you're focusing on focus on the things that you feel are holding you back, that are waking you up. The truth that's around you, the truth that's around you that you haven't paid attention to. There's something about becoming aware of the things around you, because look, she's asleep. She's asleep. There's all these things around her, all these, it could be core beliefs. There's all these things around her that she's not realizing, and it's almost like she has to pull one of those out one by one. That could be like integrating the lessons, right, that you've learned, the worries from the past. Like this crow pulled out one of them, so it's like integrating the lessons from the past, integrating the lessons from the past. Let's get an oracle card for you. There it is, the Hunter. The Hunter, the Hunter, the Hunter. Look at that. The Hunter, 27. The Hunter says, before the dawn of agriculture, we hunted the forest to feed our kin. The Hunter never takes more than what the village needs to survive, often taking only one creature, the good kill. He is a master tracker who knows which path to follow to find success. The invitation: rely on your own skills to traverse the thick forest you are in to reach your destination. You need to follow the tracks left by spirit to claim your bounty, which is already prepared and being offered to you. Do not follow the maps drawn by others, as they will not lead you true. Instead, become the map maker. Find your internal compass, right? You are the map maker. This is clarity on your path. Find your internal compass that's aligning with yourself, and use all of your senses, including your common sense. Don't settle for the roadkill. That's the medicine. It could be poison. Be careful that you do not become the prey of your desires and fantasies. Remember to not want more than you need, so you are not guided by unbridled ambition. It is okay to come home empty-handed. Yeah, so it's definitely talking about your roots, and it could be maybe the worries around, like, how are you going to provide for yourself, for your family, and there's a need to integrate the learnings from the past around your finances. Could be around your finances. It could also be around you, and your alignment with your own truth, what it is that you're truly wanting to create, and what you're going to eventually gain clarity for, because you're headed towards the Chariot, which is clarity. It's Cancer energy, so it's alignment of you with your dark and your shadow side, Cancer. All right, hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. Don't forget to check out the general message at the end to see if it makes sense for you. All right, moving on to Leo. Leo, you are next. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node. Or if you're a cross watcher, there could be something in here for you. Leo. What do you need to know? Leo. There it is. First chakra, Archangel Michael. So root chakra. About your safety, security, stability. That's being activated for you. Could be some healing that is needed, or that could be where you're focused on. I mean, we're all focused on our sense of safety and security. Some of us focus more on it than others, but that seems to be the focus for now. Breath of the divine, spirit, presence, connection. Every inhale whispers, you belong. So there it is. So again, it's like from the root to the sky. So there's definitely a calling, a spiritual calling for you, Leo. Breath of the divine, to take in the divine, to find connection with spirit, to sit with, to just be present with spirit. There's something about a flow. The first card around the first chakra is a 35 card. 3 plus 5 is 8. So there's something about a flow, allowing the flow to come in to help you feel sense of stability. Letting go. Letting go to allow the flow. Letting go to allow the flow. There's the sun there again. Look at it's like yellow and red. Yellow and red. So there's some type of connection that you're needing to let go of. It could be a connection that is that has had a role to play in terms of your sense of safety and security. But you're going in different directions. This connection, it's like you're going in different directions, and there's a need for you to release that. There's a need for you to release that, Leo. Release that connection. It started off because of your first chakra. Like it activated your sense of, it could be, not that it activated your sense of safety, but there was could be an attachment around it because of the fear of not having safety and security. But there's something that you're being called to learn how to find safety and security within you. But you have to let go of something. Okay, where have you been? Where have you been? You have been 10 of Swords. The end of a cycle. Look at this. 10 of Swords. Oh, you've been in it. You're ending the cycle. A cycle that probably left you feel like not helpless, but there were moments where it just feels so painful. Oof. Where are you right now, Leo? You've had to let go of something. And it's almost like because you didn't want to let go, it's like spirit had to force your hand to release, let it go, let it go. If you haven't let it go, it's going to happen. There's going to be an ending. Where are you now? Where are you now? 8 of Wands. You're getting the messages. 8 of Wands is usually messages from spirit, downloads, an awareness. There's information that's coming down that you're being made aware of. What are you walking towards? What's coming next? Oh, learning something new. Page of Coins. Learning how to ground an idea, learning about your resources. It's about your resources. Page of Coins is where you're learning about your resources. You're learning something new. I feel like it has to do with your sense of safety, your peace. There's something about your peace. Look at how contrasting these cards are. There's something about learning how to find your peace. Learning how to find your peace. Yeah. And these downloads that are coming in, these spiritual downloads are really going to help you move into that next chapter, but you have to let go. You have to end that last chapter. What do you need to focus on, Leo? What are you needing to focus on? Leo, what are you needing to focus? Oh, there it is. Okay, 2 cards. 4 of Wands, your freedom, your sense of happiness, and the Moon. Yes. Cancer energy again. You are needing to focus on your freedom, your alignment with yourself. Because 4 of Wands is joy. It's commitment to yourself, but also a commitment that's freeing. And again, it's like, but there's also shadow work that needs to be done. It's like this alignment within you that's waiting as you step into the moonlight. So there's, again, look at these two. There's something about connecting to source. it's like there's going to be some type of bridge, or you're going to be the bridge. You're going to be the bridge. You're going to become a bridge for others. Yeah. But first you have to allow the information to come in. You have to let go of whatever's holding you back from finding that sense of safety and security within you. So focusing on your sense of freedom, focusing on your own healing work, Leo, you're going to be the bridge. You're going to be the bridge. Some type of spiritual bridge that you're going to become. But you're headed towards peace. So first it's about you. First it's about you. Finding the peace within you, right? Learning how to do that for yourself so that you can help others do that. Leo. Ooh. But first you have to let go. You have to let go of whatever's holding you back. There we go. The Time Master. Look, there's an 8 right here. Wow, I've never seen this card before. The Time Master. Let's see what that one says. Day 7. The essence. Time is a construct of the human mind through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. Time moves in patterns, fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel and others moving straight as an arrow. Humans see time like a ticking clock, and this image reminds us that there is only so much of it to spend in a life, like a kind of currency. At any given moment, you can see time in all its infinite potential, at once vast and all-encompassing, then shrunken and finite. It all depends on perspective. The invitation. When the Time Master visits you, he asks a most important question. Will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear illusion and welcoming the cyclical quality of time? You find yourself in a moment when the wheel of time turns and you're able to influence the past, thus changing the present and future simultaneously. This is the truest test of the Time Master. You're being invited to take back your power, so let go of the past and choose to step into your life. In this moment, you are all powerful. You are the Time Master. Anything is possible now. The medicine. Sometimes it appears that you are running out of time. You worry you won't get what you want or need. Everything gets stuck like a logjam. This is only in your mind. Time expands and contracts according to your ability to be mindful and observant. Fully engaged in your now, it's time to release the story of your past. Equally, it's time to release your need to know the details of your future. All the treasure magically reveals itself when you remain relaxed and present to what is directly in front of you and nothing else. Then you realize you have all the time in the world. You will never run out of it. Wow. Woo. Leo, that's for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the general reading at the end in case there is something there for you. Check out your other zodiac sign placements as well. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North, and South Node, and or all of the other ones because you do have them all there. All right, moving on to Virgo. Virgo, I just saw the all tied up card. I hope you're not all tied up. I also saw attachments there and action. Good Lord. Virgo. Oh my goodness. What's going on with you? Strategy. Ooh, journal, log. I haven't seen this one. Finding your North Node. A compass. There's a compass. There's something about writing. You hold the key. Are you being strategic about something? About where you want to go, Virgo? Journal log. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the ships. When the captain was like having all their scrolls and all the maps and trying to find where they're going. Good Lord, I just took a little too much of a drink of that one. Ooh, okay. Where are you going, Virgo? You're headed somewhere. You're headed somewhere. There's something about tracking a journal log. So writing your story. If you haven't written your story. This could be a calling to write your story. It's a 21 card, so it adds up to 3. If 3 is a significant number for you, so there's something about your story. There's something about the compass. Your north node, your true north, is in your story. The key is in your story. What's your story, Virgo? Let's see what comes out next for you. Oh, goodness, why am I dropping stuff? The Mirror Child. Why am I dropping stuff? The quiet flame, purpose, stillness, devotion. The truest fire burns without noise. This makes me feel like it's the fire within you. I mean, Virgo, you're an earth sign. Earth signs are usually very quiet. There's something about a flame within you that is going to come out, or that you're cultivating. You're cultivating this. I think that could be the strategy. You're not telling people what you're doing. Possibly you may not be telling people what you're doing. You're keeping this to yourself. This new light that's burning within you. You're connecting to source through it. Huh. I had an image in my head. The Bible image. Who was it? Who was the one that parted the seas? I don't remember my Bible stories anymore. Good Lord. Noah. No, it wasn't Noah. No, it was the ark. Who was it? That parted the seas. Parted the ocean. No me acuerdo his nombre. His name. But he parted the seas. It's 10:10. He parted the seas, and but before he doubted himself. Why is that story coming to my mind? He doubted himself. I have to look at it in the Bible story. So he doubted his ability, but God was calling on him. Who parted the Red Sea in the Bible? Moses. He doubted himself. He doubted himself. If you know that story, he doubted himself to be the messenger of God. And so there was one chapter where he went up to the top. I forgot with who, but there was a flame. There was a bush that was a bush that caught on fire, and God was speaking to him through that. And he was telling him, like, take off your sandals and stuff, right? Because it's holy land what you're standing on. But this reminds me of for whatever reason, that story came to mind. So there could be a doubt that you could be experiencing around your purpose, around your journey, around where you're being called to go. And that could be why you're being very strategic about it. Was this ascension? Was the other book that popped out? Ascension, growth, right? So you're being called to grow. You're being called to transform. But there's something about doubt. You're doubting yourself, Virgo. You're doubting where you're being called. You're doubting the messages that are like trying to come through. You hold the key. Your story holds the key. So I don't know if you have doubt in yourself. That story. I mean, in terms of how powerful you can become. Because it's like, I don't know where that came from, but there you go. There you go. So you could be asked to level up, because ascension is leveling up in your growth, leveling up in your spiritual practice, leveling up in terms of what you are being called to do, Virgo. Oh my goodness, where have you been? 10 of Cups. You've been focused on family. You've been focused on family and emotional fulfillment in a certain way. Where are you now? I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you watching another family. I feel like it's you watching another family. Yeah. Where are you now? Temperance. You're in the middle. You're in the middle of transitioning. You're in the middle of oh my gosh. You're in the middle. You're in the middle of transitioning from one life into the other. You're in the middle of alchemy. You're in the middle of it. You're in the middle of it. Sagittarian energy. What are you walking towards? Starting a new chapter. The Fool. Yeah. You're starting a new chapter. You're getting ready to start a new chapter, but there's some type of transformation that is occurring within you right now, and it could be this, you're keeping it either quiet or it's something behind the scenes, this transformation that you're undergoing that's going to take time, but you're headed towards a new chapter in your life, Virgo. You're headed towards a new chapter in your life. What do you need to focus on? What do you need to focus on, Virgo? What do you need to, oh, okay. Five of Wands. You're learning how to work with other people. You're learning, right now your focus is on either passing on a project, passing on responsibilities, because if you look at this card always makes me feel like you need to pass on whatever you've been working on. Like, look at the person here in the middle. They've been working on this wand. They've been working, they've been really working on this one, on making sure this one gets stable, and everybody else is either watching him work, but there's one person that's like, tap me in so that I can help you. Usually the Five of Wands is conflict. Usually the Five of Wands is learning about conflict resolution, learning about communication, and that could be something that you're needing to work on right now too, is how to communicate the passing on of responsibilities. I mean, communication. Strategy is all about communication, direct communication, behind the scenes communication, subtle communication. So that could be what you're focusing on in that way, the traditional Five of Wands, but it's also focusing on passing on whatever responsibilities to that next person so that you can start this new chapter in your life. Let's get an oracle card for you, Virgo. Wow. Oh, there it is. Wind, air energy. Oh, qué bonito. Wind. Not pretty. Let's see what that one says. 63. 63. It says the essence. The symbol of the wind represents the elements of air. It rules communication, thought, song, and inspired ideas. It also signifies change with qualities both positive and negative. The wind blows from each of the four directions, and there are different qualities bestowed by each. The south, carrying a new sense of trust, helping you gently begin to discard habits and parts of you that are no longer needed. The west, calling you to more introspection, to a willingness to make final decisions, to let go of attachment and ego desires. The north, moving to bring you wisdom and strength. The east, carrying clarity of vision and purpose. Whichever way the wind is blowing for you, the message which the wind whispers or shouts is a challenge. It may take courage at first to turn and face the wind, but you will find exultation in moving toward it and receiving its lessons. The invitation. When the spirit of the wind comes calling, it's a sign of change. Perhaps you need to change your mind about something. Perhaps an old way of doing things has become automatic. And now that you've gained greater clarity, you can make a new choice. Regardless of what the change is, you can now expect to be understood and have clear communication with others at this time. Ideas are solid, and the shift that is being called for is in the highest good of all. The medicine. When the wind comes as medicine, you're being invited to recognize the value of chaos. Windstorms provide necessary chaos to clear the air and spread seeds so plants and trees can take root in new fields. Right now, it may seem as if your world has been turned upside down, but this is a temporary storm that will blow over. Perhaps communication has broken down between you and another, or many to-do lists are overwhelming you. The medicine is to simplify, slow down, course correct if you need to, and wait out the storm to clean things up. Just know that all storms have great value if you can remain neutral during their course. Greater clarity and good things will come from it all. Remember, this too shall pass. Whatever chapter you're in, right? I talked about communication. I talked about growth. So I talked about attachments. Remember I said I saw that attachments, feeling tied up was another card that I saw. for you, Virgo. This too shall pass, my friends. This too shall pass. All right. Hit the like button if that makes sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help someone else. And we will continue on. Don't forget to check out the end reading to see if that makes sense for you. All right. Libra, Libra. You are next. Libra, Libra. Libra Sun, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node. You could be a cross watcher as well. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. What have you to say, Libra? What's the message for Libra? Libra, 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 Libra. Libra Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node. What's going on, Libra? There it is. Journey. You are on your journey. Look at this. You are on your journey. Journey by moonlight. Journey by moonlight. You know where you're going. You're headed there. You got your bags packed. Either you're starting your journey or you've been on a journey. Or you're going on a journey. Two. It's a 2 card. You and your higher self. Could be you and a partner maybe. Taking a journey. Letters you never sent. Forgiveness, expression, release. Unspoken words still heal when felt fully. So there's communication that's needed. Could be apologies. Something spiritual. Could be a spiritual connection. A spiritual connection. Spiritual connection that you have with someone. There's some healing that's occurring. There's some healing that's occurring around it, around the whatever was never said. The words that were never said. The words that were never said. Discernment. Being discerning with the choices that are coming your path, Libra, and staying in your joy. Staying in your joy. Whatever happens, just stay in your joy. There could be some healing that's occurring. There's yeah, it's like the words that were never shared, the feelings that were never expressed. There's healing around it. And you're going on a new journey. You're getting, or you've been on this journey, and you've learned how to be more discerning. You've learned how to be more discerning with words, with people's feelings, with the people that are just crossing your path, and you're learning how to stay in your joy. Regardless of what happens, stay in your joy. Where have you been? Where have you been, Libra? There it is. You have been in the 9 of Wands. Look at that. You've been learning from your lessons. Whatever the moon has highlighted, you have taken those lessons and you are integrating them. You're at the top now. It's like, it's almost like you've been done with all the lessons. Yeah. Wow. You've integrated a lot from this journey. You've learned a lot. Where are you right now, Libra? Where are you now? Where are you now? 9 of Wands. It's been an intense journey for you. You've learned a lot. There it is. 2 of Cups. Either you and your higher self or you and a soulmate reconnecting, reuniting, coming together. This coming together. What are you walking towards? Where are you going? Where are you going? There it is. Where are you going? Oof. 8 of Swords. Oh, but this 8 of Swords is different. Usually 8 of Swords is where you're feeling stuck, but you have learned how to trust. This is discernment. This is discernment where you're learning how to smell bullshit. You don't have to see where you're going. Like, she's picking up those swords. It's almost like she's stepping above them. She's stepping above them. It's like she has set herself free. She has set herself free. Like, she's above the swords. The swords aren't around her completely. She has learned how to pick up a sword. So this is discernment. This is you trusting the universe. This is you trusting your lessons. This is you being able to smell bullshit without having to look at it. Yeah. And I think it's because you're currently in alignment with yourself. You're in alignment with yourself, and or you're approaching a soulmate, that you're going to be much more discerning because of the heartbreaks from the past. Whatever heartbreaks you've had that you've encountered on your journey, you've learned how to stay in alignment with you and how to find joy in everything. Yeah, this is so like discerning. It's like you went through the top, all these lessons, you reached the top of all of your lessons as the masculine energy, and you're coming down that mountain with feminine energy, tapped into your feminine energy, where you don't even have to see where you're going. You feel where you're going. You feel where you're going. Wow. What do you need to focus on, Libra? What do you need to focus on? Page of Cups, keeping your heart open. Keeping your heart open, allowing the universe to give you what you're wanting, allowing the universe to just kind of pour into your cup. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Page of Cups, keep your heart open through this. You've aligned your masculine and your feminine within you, and now it's just time to receive. It's just time to receive, Libra. Ooh, the circle. Mira, look at all that growth. Look at all that growth. I haven't seen this one. Let's see what it is. And it's an 8. 8. The essence, unification, interconnectedness, and a sense of continuum is what this card implies. The circle reminds us as we are all one, dancers in a unified, continuous, inclusive circle. This card reminds us of all the cycles of life and the evolving self, ever changing and always connected. Human, spirit, nature, the cosmos, all intrinsically connected. The invitation. When the circle appears, it reminds you that you are connected to everything and everyone, including to spirit. Spirit's essence beats in your heart and inspires you to co-create your world, knowing that you count, that you have purpose in this world. Imagine even a smile to a stranger can change the course of a life. When the circle invites you to dance in the sacred steps of life, know that your work, your love, your service brings greater value than you can know. Stay the course, keep dancing, and all will be well. The medicine. When the circle comes as your medicine, you're meant to come to an understanding of the importance of decay and letting go, the importance of dying to an old form and being reborn anew. If you are faced with a challenge of loss or disappointment, remember this. In the circle of life, nothing is ever wasted. Love will seek itself again. Prosperity will come from a new idea or opportunity, and spirit always waits for you to find your place in the dance again. Isn't that lovely? Libra, that's for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help someone else. And don't forget to check out the last reading, the general reading, to see if there's something there for you. All right, moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, you are next, my friends. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, North Node, South Node. If you're a crosswatcher, welcome. There could be something in here for you. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Let's see. Scorpio. What have you to say, Scorpio? There it is. Carrying connections. Are you connecting with someone? Are you wanting someone? Is there someone around you that is helping you change and grow, Scorpio? It's a 5 card. 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. Someone who's changing you. Who's helping you heal. Echo of the heart, emotion, reflection, truth. This one's a new one too. Someone who's helping you grow. Every feeling carries a message of return. I haven't seen this one. This one's pretty too. It looks like she's in the water. There's emotions. There's a lot of growth around her. There's a lot of change and transformation that's occurring within you, Scorpio. A connection is helping you grow. It's helping you reconnect to your heart, to your truth. It's reflecting back to you your truth. Let's see, what else? What else, Scorpio? What else is going on for you, my friends? What about this connection? Struggle. I wonder if it feels like a struggle. It feels like a struggle because of what's being reflected back to you. What's being reflected back to you, my friends? You're going upstream. You're doing things the hard way. You're doing things the hard way. There's something about yes pleasing. Why are you doing things the hard way, Scorpio? I wonder if you think it's what you're supposed to, but there's something about staying true to you and not yes pleasing. Where have you been? Oh, you feel tied up. Nine of Swords. You feel tied up wherever you are. You were feeling tied up, or that could be still where you are. Where are you right now? Let's see. Page of Pentacles. You're learning something new from your past. You're learning something new about your past. You're learning something new about your past, what it was that got you stuck. It could be this connection, what was reflected back to you, the truth, the cycles of growth that you've gone through. It's been a struggle for you. Where are you going? Where are you headed towards, Scorpio? Where are you headed towards? The Ace of Swords, truth, alignment with your truth. Whatever truth is being highlighted from this, it's nudging you, it's forcefully nudging you towards your truth, towards alignment of your truth. You've been off alignment. That's why you were stuck. This connection could be a soulmate connection, a past life soulmate, and you've gone through cycles and cycles with them. You've gone through cycles and cycles. Look at that at the top. Those are all cycles of growth. And it's left you like in your emotions. It's left you in your emotions. It's been a struggle. You have to align with your truth. What do you need to focus on? What do you need to focus on? Healing. Three of Swords. You're needing to heal. You're needing to focus on healing. That could be retreating away, walking away from this connection, walking away, and taking the lessons with you. Don't just walk away and not take the lessons with you. Take the lessons, integrate the lessons, do the healing work. Do the healing work so that you can align yourself with your truth. Let's get an oracle card for you, Scorpio. So again, this could be you. It could be the person that you're involved with, connecting with. An oracle card, you get soul retrieval. Soul retrieval. You're being called to transform, to realign yourself. 49. 49 says, the essence. Soul retrieval is a practice that helps you recover a part of yourself, your energy, your enthusiasm, or your innocence that you have lost. At first, we'll use soul retrieval to recover from our hurts and heal our childhood wounds. Later, we learn to journey to recover our original nature, that self that never left the Garden of Eden, who still speaks to the rivers, to the trees, and to God. When we return to Eden, we are whole again. The invitation. You are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. You have healed the cause of the pain you feel, so you do not need to dwell on it any longer. Really, it's true. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new flight path. Don't be distracted with the little stuff you've already mastered. Go for the big one, the journey back to Eden. The medicine. When did you compromise what you truly believed in to be loved or accepted by someone? The yes pleasing. Think back over your life and find the time or times when this happened. Vow never to compromise your integrity again. What have you agreed to in the name of love that you know is deeply wrong? Make it right this instant. Wow. There's the struggle for you, Scorpio. You can do this. Do the healing work, my friends. Hit the like button if this made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help someone else. Don't forget to check out the general reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. And check out your other placements, your Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North, and South, to see if there's anything in there for you as well. Scorpio, that was for you. All right, Saggies, your turn, my friends. Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node. If you are a cross watcher, welcome as well. Sag, what do we have for you? What have you to say? There you go. Door to spirit. You are opening up your spiritual gifts, allowing the information to flow through, Sag. This is changing you. It's a 32 card. 3 + 2 is 5. 5 is all about change. You are being asked to change with this information that's coming out. The quiet bloom, becoming, patience, beauty. Even in silence, life is growing. This is transformation. This is blooming quietly. It's blooming quietly, excuse me. There's patience with this process. It's behind the scenes. You are in the process of becoming, my friends. Becoming. What else? Oh, there it is. Perception. Integrating the yin and yang. Look at that. Integration. Integration. You are becoming. You are becoming, my friends. What are we going to use? We're going to use this one. Sag, we're going to use this one. You are becoming. You are coming into yourself. Wholeness. Let's see. Or you have become integrated. It's all about perception. How you're viewing your transformation. How you're viewing your connection to spirit. How you're viewing the world. The world is based off duality. Where have you been? Where have you been? Sag, the lovers. You've been aligning with yourself. You've been finding yourself, your counterpart. That's where you've been. Where are you now? Where are you now? Okay, 2 cards. That's a first. Where are you? You're waiting for a Virgo. You are waiting for a Virgo. There's something about the life that you're leading right now, something freeing. 4 of Wands is usually where you're focused on your stability. You're integrating Virgo energy, taking your time with this newfound freedom that you've experienced through this transformation, through your connection to spirit. You have aligned yourself. Look at this. You have aligned yourself. This is what you've been doing behind the scenes quietly. You've opened the door to a spirit. You've allowed this transformation to occur. Now you're knowing how to enjoy life one step at a time, like really being present in the moment. And it's almost like that is leading you to your person. This transformation is this person is on your path. This person is on your path. Where are you going next? So this is coming up for you, Sag, King of Wands. You are embracing Leo energy. You could have Leo in your chart, but you're definitely embracing, you could also have Gemini. Lovers is Gemini. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. Leo. You are embracing leadership from an empathetic perspective, a very loving, a very light, playful energy that you're walking towards. What are you needing to focus on? Your confidence. The King and Queen of Wands. Like this. Wow. Wow. Focus on you. Focus on your self-care. Focus on your joy. Focus on your confidence. Like, just focus on you. It's about your perception. Things are going to fall into place. Things are going to come on your path. Continue to enjoy this process of becoming. Life is growing, even in the silence. So even though you don't see anything, it's happening for you, Sag. It's happening for you. Completion. Look at this. Completion. Oh my gosh. What does that say? Let's see. 9. All things have a beginning, middle, and an end. This is the nature of life, the seed, the flower, and the fruit. And all of human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old form into a new one. The invitation, you have finished a cycle, and there is no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regards to relationships, it's time to honor what has been and find a new form for the future. In your ventures, it is time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It's the end of summer when the fruit is ripe. The medicine, clinging to the old form will bring only decay. When fruit is left too long on the vine, it rots. You know that it is time to move on, yet are reluctant. Do not be afraid of hurting anyone's feelings. Remember that you are responsible for your actions, not the actions of others. Mourn what is lost so you can move on. Do not be sad. Be like the sun at midday, who shines brightly, neither longing for sunrise nor dreading the dusk. Somewhere in the middle. Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh, Sag, that's for you. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help someone else. And don't forget to check out the last reading, the general reading, to see if there's something in there for you. And your other signs, your sun, moon, Venus, rising, north node, south node, to see if there's more information there for you in those areas of your life. All right. Moving on to Capricorn, sun, moon, Venus, rising, north node, south node. Let's see what you have to say, my friends. Capricorn. What have you to say, Capricorn? Oh, okay. Rest and rejuvenation. That's a 19 card. A 1. It goes to, oh no, not a 1. Yeah. 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. Rest and rejuvenation. So tapping into spirit. There's a lot of blue around there, so it could be around communication as well. You could be overworked, Capricorn. You're needing to rest, regain some energy, and start communicating. What do you need to communicate about? They're holding the blue chakra in their hands. So there's something about communication, Capricorn. Something about communication, needing to rest and rejuvenate because you have a lot to communicate, Capricorn. Yeah, I mean, your boss energy, your work, you're all about work. work. Sometimes a little too much, right? The mirror child, innocence, compassion, reflection. Be gentle with the version of yourself. Be gentle with the version of you that survives. So you're definitely doing, oh, I love this card. Yeah, it reminds me of a painting that I have in my bedroom where she's looking up and she's looking for the other part of herself, and herself just reflects back to her. So there's something that's being reflected back to you, or there's healing work that you're needing to do, Capricorn. Someone or something is being reflected back to you, mirroring you. Someone is mirroring you, Capricorn. Someone is mirroring you or on the same path as you, just in opposite direction. It always feels like that, like opposite directions. Needing to reflect. Needing to, again, it says being gentle with you. So whatever you've gone through, it's almost like the universe is like, hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's like reminding you that you are the universe, that you're one with the universe. It's like the profile of their faces can ease. There's just this feeling of like coming together. There's this feeling of coming together. And I think with rest and rejuvenation, you'll remind yourself. You'll remind yourself that you are a part of this world. That we're all interconnected. Yeah, masculine energy, sun. Finding the sun. You could have Leo in your chart. You could have Leo in your chart. Let's do this one. You could have Leo in your chart, or you could be called to take action as soon as you rest and rejuvenate. As soon as it's like shine your light on your communication. Shine your light on your communication, because look, there's blue around. There's blue around this too. Look, there's blue. He's holding the blue. There's something about shining the light on your communication. Transforming your communication. Your communication has been transformed. Taking action with your communication. Excuse me, what are you walking away from? Capricorn, what are you walking away from? What are you walking away from, Capricorn? What are you walking away from? Where have you been? Where have you been, Capricorn? There it is. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. You've had opportunities around you. You've been trying to figure out which opportunity is the one to take. Which opportunity is in alignment with you? Where are you right now? 3 of Cups. You're focused on friendships. You're focused on celebrating the people around you that are with you, or wanting a connection, wanting celebration, wanting your tribe. You're looking for your tribe. You're focused on your tribe. The people that are in alignment with you. What are you headed towards? What are you headed towards? You've had all of these options, opportunities. You're headed towards 2 cards. Okay. 9 of Swords and Queen of Swords. You're headed towards... Wow. I don't want to say the scaries. I feel like you're headed towards looking at... Again, it's communication. Looking at the information... looking at the communication, whether it's downloads from the universe or information from other people, things that have hurt, you're looking at them. It's like you're going towards having to embrace it, having to look at how the communication has come down, or how the communication has unfolded, how the truth has unfolded for you. And becoming the master of the truth, becoming discerning with the truth, understanding the importance of guarding yourself, but also allowing the universe to provide. So there's something about learning about the air qualities, about communication. I mean, communication is all the air signs: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could be headed towards an air sign. You could be headed towards someone who has figured out how to do this, how to overcome the night scaries, or how to overcome the transformation of the truth. You could be headed towards someone who is that, or you could be becoming that yourself. But right now you're focused on friendships. You're focused on figuring out your tribe. Let's see what you need to focus. What is going to help you navigate this? The 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is usually the 8 of Wands is usually defending your truth. Yeah. I don't feel like it's, I feel like it's because the 9 of Wands is learning the lessons. I think the 8 of Wands, you're gathering the information. You're gathering the information. You're in the process of gathering the information. Your friends could be highlighting it for you. You're in the process of gathering the information so that you can look at it and transform it. Yeah. And again, there could be somebody who's mirroring this information to you, mirroring, showing you or mirroring it to you, reflecting back to you. And it's how they're communicating information. But again, you're going to, I mean, you're headed towards masculine energy. I mean, Capricorn, you're an earth sign. Earth signs are feminine energy. And so there's something about alignment with your truth, shining the light with your truth. But there's some type of learning that you're doing. There's some type of learning that you're doing about your truth. That could be why there's rest and rejuvenation with your truth. Like needing to reflect on your truth. Because they're holding the throat chakra color. But it's like, I need a rest. Because you're going to use it. You're going to use your communication. You're going to use your words. Interesting. Get an oracle card for you, Capricorn. Earth. Earth, earth, earth. Let's see what it says. Earth says, Earth represents the gift of life. The symbol on this card refers to the body of the planet Earth, the human body, and nature herself. We're reminded by the symbol that all creatures are born of the earth and human beings are the steward of all life on this planet. It refers to what we make of it, our health, wealth, security, grounding, solidity, and stability. It reminds us that the world of form is a gift from spirit and needs to be treated with respect. The invitation. When the earth symbol appears, it represents a need to focus on reverence and appreciation for the natural gifts that are coming to you now and always. The concrete world you inhabit is there by the grace of spirit, and you are a part of it. Much can be accomplished now when you focus on compassionate, reverent service to the world. If you act with integrity, gratitude, and humility, you will find yourself more prosperous than you can imagine. Success is assured when the earth appears as an invitation. The medicine. Do you feel ungrounded or easily thrown off your path lately? It's time to focus on what nurtures you, to open yourself up to the healing of Mother Earth and see the abundant world around you. Perhaps you have lost the ability to trust that your needs will be met and have fallen prey to poverty consciousness. Perhaps you have not been eating well, been overworked and stressed, and forgotten to breathe in the beauty of your surroundings, right? It's asking you to rest. When the spirit of earth comes as your medicine, you're being reminded that when you practice self-care, take a walk in nature, and focus on the consciousness of abundance, miracles can and will and do happen. Yeah, so you're needing rest, my friend, Capricorn, in order for this next chapter to be more abundant, right? All right, that was for you. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else, and don't forget to check out the last reading, a general reading, in case there's a message there for you, or check out your other zodiac placements, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node, to see if there's other messages in store for you. Capricorn, that was for you. All right, moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node. If you are a cross watcher, welcome, welcome. All right. Aquarius, what's your message? Aquarius. What do you need to know, my friends? Aquarius. Then we'll do Pisces, Aries, and we'll do the general reading at the end. Envy. Are you envious of someone, or is someone envious of you? There's something going on there in the air, Aquarius. You could have someone who's watching you, who's envious of you, or you could be watching somebody else, watching their success, envious of what they have going on, maybe. Let's see what else comes up for you, Aquarius. Infinite, gentle. Eternity, grace, softness. Infinity feels like quiet, not thunder. There's something about going within, connecting to spirit, aligning with spirit. Embrace, either you or this other person has to like kind of tone it back. Be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with others. Yeah. There's something about oneness. Infinity is oneness. Forgiveness. There could be a need for forgiveness, Aquarius. Either this person is needing to forgive you, or you're needing to forgive this other person. There's something about this other person who's integrated. Like this right here. This is infinity. Right? The sun and the moon, the sun and the moon, the sun and the moon, the light and the dark is infinity. There's something about either this person has achieved this and you're needing to forgive them, or you will achieve this once you do this forgiveness, or they will achieve this. You or they will achieve this, or have achieved this. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Something about forgiveness. Needing to forgive this other person, Aquarius. Or this other person is needing to forgive you. Infinite gentle. This just something about needing to be soft or gentle. Needing to have an understanding of why this happened. What are you walking away from? Justice, a Libra. You're walking away from a Libra maybe, or you're walking away from needing justice, needing fairness in something. You were looking for justice. Where are you now? You've walked away from a Libra, or you've been wanting justice in something. Embracing the Lovers, Page of Coins. You're focused on love right now. You're focused on love, or you're needing to make a decision around your finances, around learning something new. Reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. The Lovers. And there's something about forgiveness with whatever harshness came from the situation. Yeah, there's something about like needing to, Lovers is Gemini, so you could be envious or needing to forgive a Gemini, or they're, yeah, or there's a choice about your finances that you need to focus on. I feel like it is. It has to do something with your finances. It's a choice about your finances, and I feel like this envy feeling is blocking it. Yeah, what are you walking towards? A new opportunity, a new passion project. Like once you have this forgiveness occur, when this healing of the heart, you will have your own passionate new beginning. You will have your own passionate new beginning, and I think it's how you're learning to the choices that you're making around your stability, around what you are learning, is going to help you tap into something a little more creative, a little more aligned with your passion, aligned with your heart, where you are going to create your future now. Like you are going to learn how to create your future. You're going to learn how to create your future. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? You need to do some healing work. You need to look at the past. This is where the forgiveness is being called. You're needing to look at whatever truth was highlighted for you because of this injustice. You feel like it was an injustice, but it actually is highlighting things for you that is needing your attention. And you've been afraid to look at it. You've been afraid because it could be because it's evoking inner child wounds. It's the shadow work. But you're needing to make a choice around it for your stability, for the future stability, for the future co-creation of what you're trying to bring in for yourself. There's something about being gentle with yourself through this awareness, through this process, right? Infinite gentle, like being gentle with yourself, but also being gentle with other people. Whoever has hurt you, whoever has done some type of injustice towards you, there's something about being gentle with yourself and other people, because yeah, there's just something about being gentle with yourself and with other people. It's like befriending the dark side, befriending the dark side of you, befriending the dark side of other people, clearing this block. Yeah. Let's get an oracle card for you, Aquarius. So this could be you or somebody else. Let's see. The curse. Oof. Yeah. So it's not being said. 14. Let's see. The curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events of our lives. It is the source of negative patterns, and it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage on our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that is playing out in our life can heal it. The invitation. It is time to recognize the source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live with a mindset of scarcity? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? The karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself. Right? Forgive everyone and everything. Forgiveness. And then it talked about looking at what is holding you back. Right? A scarcity mindset. The medicine, be aware of your actions. Act with impeccable intentions so as to not create a debt or karma that sooner or later someone has to pay. What you do to others, you also do to yourself and to the people you love the most. Now you have the opportunity to clean it up. So depending on where you are, right, you could be called to kind of work through those big feelings that are coming up for you. Those big feelings are just an indication that something within you is needing your attention, and oftentimes it's for healing. And I think now is the time that you are recognizing it, and or you need to recognize it for yourself. All right, Aquarius, that was for you. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help someone else. And don't forget to check out the general reading in case there's a story there for you. Pisces, you are next, my friends. Take a sip of my coffee. There we go, Pisces. What have you to say? Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node. Or if you're a cross watcher, oof, financial constraints. Your finances are going to take a hit, or you feel like there could be lack mentality. You could be asked to look at your finances, make sure you're not overspending, make sure no one is taking advantage of you. There's something about your finances, Pisces. Your stability, because it's a 13 card. 1, 3. You add those together, it's a 4. That means it's about your stability. So your stability is either going to take a hit. There's something about your finances that you need to pay attention to. Forgotten light, hope, resilience, rediscovery. Nor darkness can erase what was born of light. So this is to have hope. Don't worry, there's still light. It's shining a path. This challenge is going to shine a path for you, Pisces. A path that you maybe forgot about, or yeah, it's a path that you forgot about. Everything leads to light. Even the challenges lead to light. And we forget that. So have hope. This is an opportunity to be resilient and to rediscover what you are wanting to create. It's going to be a growth opportunity. There's something about fall here. I don't know if this is going to happen in the fall. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to happen in the fall. It's possible. I mean, I was really meant for it to be more of a weekly thing, but it's possible that this growth experience is going to happen in the fall. It's during the time of transformation. I mean, fall is where we usually see the changes in the colors, right? But I feel like this challenge is going to occur between now and the fall. Pisces, where have you been? Or what are you walking away from? Where have you been, or what are you walking away from? Pisces, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces. Oof, disappointment. 4 of Cups. You've been disappointed. You're bored of where you are. It's like you don't have the joy like you used to. The playfulness is gone of where you are. what you've emotionally invested in is no longer emotionally fulfilling, but the universe is trying to get you to change, to get you to grow, but you're not paying attention to this opportunity. You're not paying attention. Where are you now? What are you focusing on now? 10 of Wands. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of burdens on your plate. You're trying to reap your harvest. And that could be what, like, you've been focused on your work. You're trying to plant the seeds for something new right now. But there's been disappointment either in love or in your work. What are you headed towards? Pisces. Healing. 3 of Swords. You're headed towards healing. And I think this might be something that kind of catapults all of this for you. It's going to be a growing experience. And I think it's because of an opportunity that you are not taking. When you are not taking an opportunity, the universe will clear the path for you. It's almost like the 10 of Wands. Like, okay, you're wanting abundance, but in order to get abundance, you kind of have to clear the path to plant the new seeds. So there's something in the way of that. And you're trying to plant new seeds. What do you need to focus on? Yeah, growing what you're wanting to grow. The Empress energy, embracing feminine energy. This is divine feminine. So tapping into spirituality, tapping into source, to rediscover what you're wanting to create for yourself. And once you realize like what it is that you're wanting to plant the seeds of, there's going to be a healing process that occurs, that is needing to occur, a growth process. And that's what's going to evoke this. It could also be a child, maybe, that you're going to that is going to also catapult, you know, like when you have a child, you're thinking about, how do I nurture it? How do I sustain it? How do I keep it alive? How do I keep it alive? And we live in a society where finances is oftentimes the way to go in terms of keeping something alive. You get 2 cards. Why do you get 2 cards? Magic and the Spiral. Ooh, more growth. Magic. I haven't seen these. Magic and the Spiral. Let's read Magic first. 33. I haven't seen that one. Magic. The symbol represents the infinite intelligence of Great Spirit that makes up the fundamental fabric of the universe. We experience the evidence of this magic through synchronicity or meaningful coincidence. The invitation. When magic appears, you're invited to see the world through the eyes of wonder and awe, taking on the innocence of a child who knows that all things are possible. Infinite potential exists in the great mind, and you are being invited to call it in and recognize the dance in synchronistic events, signs, symbols, and omens given to you through the oracle of the ordinary world. This is a sign that your spirit is reminding you that you co-create your world in a sacred partnership. Your part is to dream, to intend, and to watch for the signs that show you what next action to take. Right now, it appears that you are on the right track to make your dreams come true. Great Spirit is listening and acting on your behalf. Pay attention. They're trying to talk to you. Pay attention. What did it say? Magic gives birth to miracles. The medicine. Have you forgotten that you live in a world that is infused with magic? Perhaps you've become cynical and think you have to create your life all by yourself with no help from others. It's time to remember your relationship to Source, for you are a part of the story of the world, a living spark of spirit living on earth for this short time as an emissary of light. If you look back over your life, you will find many instances in which your actions alone were not the cause of out-of-the-blue coincidences that led you to that new relationship, job, or other important moments on your journey. So how do you stay in this awareness? The answer is simple. If you can be as little as a little child and cultivate the wondrous curiosity, you will see the magic again and be amazed. Remember, magic is real and in everything. Then you have the Spiral. Let's see what that one says. The Spiral says, from galaxies in the sky to diminutive shells at the beach, the spiral is found extensively in the natural world. Its shape in the form of a coiled serpent has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth and transformation. The spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and then extending far out into the heavens. It is crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves in the depths of the psyche and its energy is released to give birth to a new reality. The invitation. To renew yourself, you must shed your old skin. You have already done this. So do not keep scraping away at the old, but welcome the soft new skin that is starting to grow. Break the habit of working on your faults all the time and let nature take its course. Know that a new skin feels vulnerable and scary at times. Trust the medicine of the spiral as it guides your journey of renewal. The medicine. The spiral announces a descent to the depths and a rebirth. Allow nothing to get in the way of this process, as the time is right and the forces of nature are supporting you in this endeavor. Using stones, twigs, or yarn, build a spiral on the ground that is large enough to walk through with at least 3 turns. Enter the spiral slowly. Once in the center, offer the earth the feeling or situations that you no longer want in your life. As you walk back the way you entered, feel recharged for your new journey. So this journey is going to trigger hope within you to remember the magic that is around you, and also growth, right? The learning of the shedding of the old, the learning of the new, so that you can birth what you're wanting to birth, so that you can co-create with the universe. And the Empress knows that things take time, that things don't just change overnight. It's one step at a time, one moment at a time, one day at a time. And so the healing will also occur in that way. All right, Pisces, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And we move on to Aries. Aries. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North, North, South Node. Let's see what's in store for you, my friends. Aries. Oh, okay. That was fast. Healer of the Ages. Aries, this is Jeebus. This is Jeebus. Every time I see that card, it reminds me of Jesus. Healer of the Ages. Your heart chakra is being activated. 51, that's a 6 card. Warm, surrender, release, control, acceptance, trust, relief. You don't fall apart, you fall into yourself. So release control. What's going to happen is that you're going to learn more about yourself. You're going to fall into the new version of you, Aries, but you have to release control and allow it in. Allow this in. Warm surrender. Reunion of souls. Aw, there could be a soulmate reunion, or this could be you reuniting with your higher self. Reunion of souls. I've never seen that one. That one's pretty. That one's pretty. There could be a reunion at play. Let's do this one. There could be a reunion at play. Aries. Or you connecting with your higher source, your higher self. What are you walking away from? Okay. There's been a calling. You're being pulled towards a certain direction. Either you're possibly being pulled into wanting abundance. You're wanting everything. 10 of Pentacles is everything. Abundance, finances, legacy. Or you are walking away. Or in order to go on this journey, you have to start planning, right? What it is that you're wanting. Where are you now? Yeah, you're getting the downloads. You're getting the idea. You're getting the awareness of like, oh, this is where my heart is really wanting to go towards. What are you headed towards? Where are you going, Aries? The Ace of Wands is like, it's opening an idea, but there's an awareness that you have to walk away from something in order to get there. And that's causing some worry. That's causing some worry. How am I going to leave behind my family? How am I going to leave behind what I've built? Yeah, you're getting called. You're getting the downloads, but there's worry around it. There's worry around how you're going to do this, and there's a need to surrender to the process. There's a need to surrender. Look, It's like you could choose. You could choose to worry, or you could choose to be like this person who's surrendering to the process and allowing this, like, look, this is similar. You get to choose. It's like you're walking towards a choice of like needing to choose. Are you going to win at all costs, or are you going to worry about the process? What do you need to focus on? Yeah, Queen of Cups, releasing control, surrender. Surrender to the process. The Queen of Cups it knows that how important spirituality is to the process. Look, there's so much about surrendering. Open arms, right? Open arms, open arms. Even the bird has their wings open to go to spirit, right? There's something about open arms. Look at the little children. Their arms are open. Children are said to be so intuitive with spirit, and it's because there's an innocence around like allowing things to happen, right? So Aries, there's something about you needing to trust the process and allow this to unfold. Trust the process, connect to spirit. The lower world, yeah, allow the shadow work. You're gonna have to go through the shadow work. There's shadow work that you're getting called to do, to master. But Queen of Cups is all, I mean, water is intuition. Water is all like the under stuff, right? What does 31 say? The lower world, you're getting called to heal, and it's worrisome. It's like, can I really do it? Yes, you can. The lower world holds the hidden treasures of humanity. It is a place of rich and fruitful darkness where we can find the disowned parts of ourselves and the abandoned aspects of our psyches. The lower world is the place of our ancestors where we discover the gifts and lessons from the past. It is the realm of the collective unconscious. Here we can meet our demons and transform them into pure energy, our source of personal power. The invitation. It's time to unearth your hidden treasures. Do not make yourself small in order for others to like or accept you. Bring out the gems and precious stones that you have kept inside your heart, hidden even from yourself. It's time to honor your past and recast your life as a heroic quest. As you journey into the lower world, you will be offered all the gifts of your ancestors. Their struggles, the way they hurt, the way they lived, and the way they died will become blessings. The medicine. Are you one of those people who do not like to face the past? Now your past is calling to be acknowledged, to be heard, and to be embraced. The only way to become unstuck is to honor everything that has transpired in your life, reflect on the lessons learned, and move on. If you bear witness to your past and learn its lessons, it will stop haunting you. As you embrace its gifts, you will recover a missing part of your soul. So healing work is needed, and that's going to reunite you with yourself, with your higher self. All right, you're being called to this, Aries. You are being called to this. All right. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help someone else. And don't forget to check out the general reading, which is now. This is the general reading for everybody watching. Let's see what resonates for you. I'm hoping you hit the like button if the message for your sign made sense for you. Let's see what is here for those who are watching. Ooh, saw the sun, a 1 card. Let's see for everybody watching. Oh, community, friends. Be careful who you surround yourself with, right? One of the three has a red, something red. So there's something, be mindful about who you surround yourself with. Your tribe, if you're looking for a tribe, just make sure that the people around you are aligned with you, that they do bring you a sense of safety and security by supporting your passions, by supporting your projects, supporting your choices, right? So you are being asked to focus on your community. Home, frequency, resonance, belonging, peace. When you vibrate as yourself, you attract what fits. So again, it's reflecting on who are you attracting in your circle, right? You are the people you surround yourself with. That's the frequency that you're emitting to the world, right? So look at the people around you. Are they the people? It could be that some of them are and some of them aren't. You know, sometimes we attract a mixture of people, of individuals, but eventually people will drop out of your life. People will go and new people will come and take their place, right? As you do your work, your resonance will show up. Ancient wisdom. So it's about using knowledge, tapping into the lessons of the past, tapping into that information, tapping into either the information that wins the wisdom you have achieved or the wisdom that your ancestors have achieved, right? Think about what people are learning. There's so many opportunities for learning. You don't have to go through cycles for yourself to know the learning, although life is the best teacher. All right, we'll do 3 and 3. Or how are you starting the reading? Let's do that. How are you starting the reading? 5 of Cups. There's disappointment. There's loss. There's disappointment, or grief and loss. You could be sad about experiences that aren't turning out, but you don't realize that you still have some that have the potential for being filled. It's just a matter of looking around, looking up. What's the crossing energy? What's the crossing energy? What's the opportunity for you? What's the opportunity? There could be disappointment in the tribe that you were in too. Like the people around you, there could be an awareness of, oh, not everyone is for me. And that could be disappointing, especially if they felt like home. It could be home that's disappointing right now. Let's see. Yeah, you're feeling left out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles. You're feeling left out in the cold. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're feeling alone. What's underneath the 5 of Cups? The 5 of Cups is Wheel of Fortune. You're ending a cycle. There's a potential for a cycle to end. There could be somebody that's helping you end this cycle. Underneath all of this sadness, I mean, the opportunity is to realize that you're not alone, that there's actually shelter in this new place. You've been traveling a lot, but there's something about recognizing that you aren't alone. You feel left out in the cold, but there's something about, no, you're not. You're not. You just have to knock. You have the key. You have the ability to knock. What's hidden? What's the energy that you have access to that could help you? It could also hold you back. Or it could be a natural consequence. The Queen of Swords. So an air sign. There could be an air sign that you're not aware of. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or it could be the ability to tap into this quality where you are knowing of your truth. You are discerning with your truth. You're discerning with the heart, with your heart. Because the Queen of Swords knows how to take care of her heart. Right? How to lead with wisdom, how to lead with the truth. So the opportunity is to tap into that energy. You could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart. But the opportunity is to utilize that to be discerning of the people around you, right? The people around you. It could be intimate partners. It could be people from your home life. It could be the people in your community or work life, because there's Pentacles here. There's Cups here. What are you walking away from? You're walking away from the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups. So you're walking away from a new beginning maybe, or superficial love. You could be walking away from superficial love. Yeah, you could be walking away. Something that didn't turn out. A love experience that didn't turn out. A new beginning that didn't turn out. You're walking away from a new beginning that didn't turn out. What are you walking towards? What are you walking towards? Oh, I just heard it. There was a drumming in my ear. What are you walking towards? Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or you could be walking towards a water sign, someone who has or is tapped into their intuition, someone mature, someone who's done healing work, because she's holding the growth symbol there. There's something freeing about this energy that you're walking towards, or that could be the you that is becoming. Once you navigate this healing of the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, once you go into this new portal, there's going to be an emotionally freeing experience that you're going to grow into or become or meet. What is in your environment? Like she looks like she has ancient wisdom. She has gray hair. She looks like she has ancient wisdom. She could be gaining wisdom through this transformative process. What is in your environment? It's also potential energy that could help you if you tap into it. Four of Swords, healing. You're being called to heal, my friend. You're being called to go on this journey. Like they're still protecting themselves, but you're being called to go on this journey on your own to heal this new cycle that could potentially end. You could tap into healing. Your hopes are to overcome the worries. Knight of Swords. Any worries that you're feeling, your hope is to overcome all of that. What are your fears? Fears. Your fears. What are your fears, my friends? Fears. What are your fears about this? Four of Pentacles. You're guarded. Your fear is what's going to happen if you open up. Your fears could be around scarcity, right? Maybe not feeling like you're gonna ever love again or open your heart again or experience abundance again, or find the right people in your life or find the right work opportunities. There's something about fearing openness, fearing to allow new people in. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? What is the outcome for you? Oh, there it is. The outcome. Page of Swords. You're going to be aligning with your truth. You're going to experience a message. You're going to receive a message. You're going to align yourself with this message, or you're going to deliver a message that is in alignment with your truth, and you're going to be able to plant the seeds of what you're wanting. Seven of Pentacles. So whatever disappointments you've had, you are going to overcome that because you are going to do the healing journey. You're going to realize that you could just knock for help, ask for help. You're going to end this cycle. You're going to learn how to keep your heart open, right? Because that Seven of Pentacles is waiting for you. The planting of the seeds of what you're wanting to create, co-creating with the universe. That is what's waiting for you, my friends. Let's get 3 cards of clarification or advice if this story is yours. And then we'll get an oracle card to end the reading. All right, how would you navigate this? What do you need to know? 3 cards of advice, clarification. There's 1. You've got the Empress, learning how to create, co-creating with the universe, noting, embracing divine feminine energy. Temperance, knowing that it's going to take time. Oh, okay. There's going to be a behind the scenes. So, okay, Empress, you got 4 cards. Empress, knowing how to co-create with the universe, right? Taking your time with this process. Change does not occur overnight, right? The Empress knows that. Temperance knows that. There's going to be alchemy occurring behind the scenes. Oh, yes. You are being asked in order to go through this, the healing process. Embracing Cancer energy, which is home energy, going on this journey to the underworld. Going on this journey to the underworld is what's going to help you come out of this successfully. And so being able to do that healing work is going to transform you into becoming a co-creator with the universe, co-creating your heart's desires. And it's going to be a process, but you can achieve it, right? You can achieve it. All right, let's get you an oracle card. Oh, okay, that was quick. The Andean cross. You know, I've seen this, but I didn't know it was called the Andean cross. Huh, now I'm curious about it. Let's see what it says. The Andean cross. It represents the cosmology of the shaman. It depicts the 4 cardinal directions, the upper and lower worlds, and the steps to each of these realms. The hole in the center is the gateway to interdimensional travel, the proverbial eye of the needle we can all go through to experience higher states of awareness and wisdom and to break free of linear time. The invitation. The Indian cross announces the start to a great journey. It's time to raise your gaze from the mundane day-to-day to that which, until now, has seemed beyond your grasp. Allow new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond with a resounding yes. The medicine. The time has passed and the window of opportunity has closed. Now is not the moment to take that leap you have been over preparing for. It is best to wait until conditions in heaven line up again to offer you a more propitious moment. Any bold action you take now will require tremendous effort on your part. Just as important as knowing when to act is knowing when to return to your inner stillness and wait for more favorable times. Wow. So it looks like you might have missed an opportunity, right? You've probably missed an opportunity, and that's what's causing all of this sadness. But the opportunity will come around for you. Whatever is meant for you is there for you when you are ready for it. And it's possible that because you missed it, now it's about going on this healing journey. And that requires stillness. That requires patience. That requires going within, retreating, hermiting, right? Before going out for that next thing. So there's a lot of internal work that is still needing to occur, my friends. All right. That was for you. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help someone else. And we'll see you next time. Take care.